All right, live from LoyMachedo.com, and who's LoyMachedo.com? Today the date is 15th October 2015. The time right now is 9:29 in the evening. All right, I am feeling sleepy because I've taken the medicine, because I'm not keeping well, and I want to sleep, so I want to finish this video as quickly as possible. Anyway, so I just want to give you my opinion on PC Magazine, Chris Fernando, and Ranbir Sen. These are the people I worked with for GITEX 2015. For those of you who do not know, what is GITEX? GITEX is the Gulf International Technology Exhibition. Now, I worked there as an anchor, as a stage manager, as a branding consultant for PC Magazine. Okay, so this is my opinion. PC Magazine is a technology magazine that has been now resurrected thanks to the efforts of Chris Fernando. He is the managing editor of PC Magazine, and he's doing an amazing job. He is doing a brilliant job, and I'll tell you that I feel that it's in the right hands. And Ranbir Sen is the business development manager, or the head. And now, Chris, let me just break it down. Chris is an amazingly creative guy, very moody, but he is truly a gentleman, an absolute big-hearted teddy bear, as I call him. He's a very sincere guy. He has great amount of integrity, and if you make friends with a guy like Chris, you'll never regret it, because there are very few human beings like Chris Fernando on this planet. I'm very glad that I made friends with him so many years ago. Even till date, I would tell you that Chris is a true friend that you should and you must keep in touch with. So he's an amazing guy. He doesn't take bullshit, he doesn't give bullshit, and he'll really make sure that he gives value for money. In fact, just to tell you how amazing Chris is, one of our promoters happened to lose an expensive product, and Chris, being in charge, the main big boss, he could have penalized this promoter and made sure that the promoter would have lost his or her income. Instead, he spoke to the sponsors and gave them a bargain offer and made sure that the promoter didn't lose any of his or her money. So Chris is really a gem of a human being there. Ranbir, on the other hand, is a workaholic. I mean, this guy has the ability to work. He's head off. He's a trusted guy. He's Chris's right-hand guy. And, you know, if there is any sponsor out there, any product, any technology-based company that wants to deal with PC Magazine, I'll tell you, Ranbir is a guy you should deal with, because he really, really loves and takes care of the sponsor. In fact, even if I ask him for a freebie, he'd say, Loy, no, the sponsor trusted me with this, that. He'd make it so difficult. He'd make my life miserable. But Ranbir is a gem of a guy. He is truly an amazing human being. And Ranbir and Chris, you know, they are like different personalities, but they are two peas in a pod. And I would tell you that my experience with PC Magazine has been absolutely amazing. If I could single out the one best GITEX that I ever had, it would be this one. And why? I'll tell you why. When Chris and Ranbir took up the stage, they thought it was an open place because they had kept it on a particular location. It looked, you know, there was just a stage, a Lenovo brand, and the stage was completely open, and our stage was just behind. That was on Friday. On the day of the event, when we reached the venue, suddenly there's this massive, big wall, you know, artificial wall that's created with the poster of Lenovo, and we are behind the wall. So now nobody from the entrance can see us. See, if the entrance is here, Lenovo is here, we are behind Lenovo, and there's this big wall that they suddenly put up. So people, when they enter, they can't see us. They can't see us at all. And even having such a big challenge, I mean, I invited so many people, nobody could, you know, nobody even found out where I was, because we are right at the end, at the dark corner. Through the efforts of Chris, Ranbir, and myself, I think, and the promoters, yes, the promoters worked very hard, we were able to pull out by far the most challenging GITEX project ever. I mean, we made it a big success. We made it really happen. The shows were really full. Initially, we did have a lot of challenges, but they did a brilliant job. So I would tell you, by far, this has been the best experience that I've ever had, the most fantastic team that I've ever worked with. And PC Magazine is a pleasure to work with. So even if they are paying you less than what others are paying you, you'd be surprised. They don't make you work. Many other stands and many other stalls, they were making their promoters stand in one place for 12 hours. You come sharp 10:30. You come late, you're penalized, and you have to stay there right up to 11 in the night. So imagine 11 till 11, okay? 12 hours. But with, PC Magazine, Chris and Ranbir, they made it flexible. Come 1:30, come sometimes, some of them even came at 4 o'clock because they had exams. And, when we felt that there was no need for them, we would tell them go home at 9 o'clock. Some of them worked actually 2 hours a day, only 2 hours. The rest of the time they're just moving around, walking around, doing nothing, chit-chatting. And everyone was allowed to use their phone. Everyone was allowed to chat. Everyone was allowed to meet their friends. And everyone was taken care of really well with good food and great breaks. And they were given the payment on time. Within 2 days, all the payments were taken care of. So I would tell you by far, Chris, Fernando, Ranbir Sen and PC Magazine were the best of the best organizers, the best teams that I've ever worked with. And if you ask me, honestly, heart of heart, LoyMachedo.com and Loy Machedo support them in any and every endeavor. It has been a pleasure working with these guys, and I love the fact that I worked with them. So, Loy from LoyMachedo.com and who's LoyMachedo.com sharing with you his views for PC Magazine, Chris, Fernando, and Ranbir Sen. Goodbye for now.